Thank you so much, Adam.
So the candidates for New Jersey governor square off in their second and final debate Wednesday night before the election.
I think Jack works to say anything he can to anyone, but at the end of the day, he's always going to do what Trump tells him to do.
She's given some kind of weird endorsement of Mondami. Mondami has endorsed her.
So I'm going to continue to fight for New Jerseyans, and my opponent just won't.
She issued a statement condemning Charlie Kirk, calling him a misogynist and a racist. First of all, shame on you. Second of all,
shame on you, sir.
Shame on you.
In our latest Fox News poll, Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill holds an 8-point lead over Jack Ciattarelli. But today, or tonight, I should say, Ciattarelli will hold a rally as he looks to close that gap.
And he joins us now. Sir, thanks so much for joining Fox and
Thank you.
Friends.
Guys, great to be with you.
So I'm curious, Jack, do you see a shift on the ground? Because sometimes the polling can just be wrong.
There is a shift on the ground, guys, and I have to tell you, your poll is an outlier. There's a number of polls that have this as a dead heat. Republicans traditionally underpoll New Jersey. There's energy everywhere I go. And last night we picked up another very significant endorsement from another Democratic mayor. It's not the first. It's not going to be the last. There isn't a single Republican that has endorsed my opponent, whose entire campaign is based on a stack of lies, her disdain for Donald Trump, and that she can fly a helicopter. None of that is going to fix New Jersey.
Well, I know you're going to answer some questions in the diner, but we've heard this morning from folks in your state. Issues in New Jersey are the higher energy costs, immigration, property taxes, overall cost of living. Those are actually problems that a lot of other people around the country are facing, too. So when you look at your state and you see how close or neck and neck you are in a blue state, what does that tell you about the shift in our culture around the country?
All I could tell you about what's going on in New Jersey, and people have had it. They're angry over 8 years of Phil Murphy's failed policies, and my opponent is more of the same, only worse if she were to be elected. People have had it. We do have the highest property tax in the nation. We now have some of the highest electricity rates in the nation because of a failed energy master plan that my opponent has doubled down on. There's not going to be wind farms off our Jersey shore. They're not reliable. They're not cost effective. We need to go back to something that's more rational, get the electric bill down, and I will on day one by pulling us out of RGGI, which is a carbon tax policy that has failed in New Jersey. But public education is failing here, public safety. There's been an enormous spike in nonviolent crime because we're soft on criminals. And we've got a severe overdevelopment crisis in our suburban communities because of the Democrats' idea of social engineering.
So there's a lot of people from New York that are going to flee because you got Mondami, who is almost certain to win. But there's still a chance that you could win. Are you seeing people get more involved because of that fact alone?
Guys, I will tell you, we're going to win. We're right where we need to be with 24 days to go. We'll deliver a win here for New Jersey. But yes, if Mondami were to win, we're going to roll out the welcome mat in New Jersey. And for a number of minority groups, they're offended by him. He's been very offensive to Jews, very offensive to Italians. And I know law enforcement can't at all be happy. Let's not forget, my opponent's endorsed Mondami. He's endorsed her. There's no room in the public sphere for somebody like Mondami, who fills the air each and every day with hate-fueled rhetoric. But we'll be rolling out the welcome mat for not only citizens, but businesses, too, that he's going to raise taxes on.
Okay. Well, Steve Doocy is in your state. He's at that diner in Wildwood, New Jersey. Hey, Steve, he has some questions, I think, for you, too.
I do indeed, Ainsley. We're here at the Vegas Diner, where I think anybody going to the rally tonight? I know Scott Pressler right back there is going to go to the rally. Jack, we got some questions for you. First up is Wanda. Wanda, what's your question for Jack Ciattarelli?
Hi, Jack. So my energy bills have practically doubled this summer. It was crazy. Bills at $500–600, and I don't even own a swimming pool. What is your plan to reduce those costs and bring energy back to New Jersey?
Good one, Wanda. Jack?
Good one, Wanda. And Steve, I can't tell you how jealous I am. I'm not there with you. We're part of the diner tour every day. But listen, my opponent has blamed this on the president. The president has nothing to do with what's going on with electricity rates. It has everything to do with Phil Murphy's failed policies. I'm going to pull us out of RGGI. The Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative is a carbon tax policy that costs New Jerseyans anywhere from $300 to $500 million a year. The Democratic governor of Pennsylvania is not Reggie. We should not be either. I could save $300 to $500 million a year, and that's for homeowners, tenants, and businesses all across the state. And then we'll have a rational energy plan that produces more electricity, and we will once again become an exporter of electricity. We once were 8 years ago. Today we have to import it, and we're paying through the nose.
Okay, Jack.
good.
Thank you,
Thank
Wanda.
you.
All right, back here, Mary has been here since the very beginning. Mary, scoot over a little bit. I'm coming in. All right.
Okay.
What's your question for Jack?
What will you do about the high taxes in the state of New Jersey?
Yeah, Jack, I've talked to you about this before. Property taxes in New Jersey are through the roof.
In the state of New Jersey.
Steve, it's taxes across the board, and my opponent's been lying about my positions. We're not raising any taxes. I have a very specific plan to lower income taxes and property taxes here in New Jersey. We all know when you add it all up, New Jerseyans face the highest overall tax burden in the country. Particularly acute is the property tax. Very, very specific plan with a new school funding formula to lower property taxes and put other tax reforms in place to make it easier for young people to get a start and for elderly to live out their lives in the homes in which they raise their families.
All right. Sounds good. Mary, thank you very much. Thank you, Mary. Mary's been here since the beginning. Jack, as you know, the Vegas Diner is here in North Wildwood, New Jersey, and we've got the mayor. Patrick is here.
Good morning.
And the chairman.
Chairman of the Cape GOP, Mike Donahue.
You've got a really good question because we are at the pretty much the southernmost point of the Jersey Shore.
Yes, we are. Jack, as you know, for 10 years, the city of North Wildwood has tried to get a beach replenishment project done through the DEP, and we have been stymied by the DEP. As governor, what will you do to break through these bureaucratic log jams to get really important projects like this complete?
First, guys, let me say one of the biggest differences between me and my opponent, I know where Cape May is. And I know what the Jersey Shore in Cape May means to our state economy. You guys have been sending a whole lot of money to Trenton over the years and not getting your return on investment. The Jersey Shore community is a critical component of our state economy, and we're going to do everything we can to get you an answer right away in terms of how to fulfill that beach replenishment project promise. And so, but I look forward to seeing you, Mayor, this afternoon, and you too, Mr. Donahue. Right away in terms of how to fulfill that beach replenishment.
All right. Very nicely done.
Thanks, Steve.
Great question, Patrick. Listen, this is going to be our last appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for getting up so early here at the Vegas Diner. Jack, thank you very much. And Lawrence and Ainsley, back to you.
Great job out there, Steve.
Love hearing from the people.
That's
the diners
right.
are great.
Jack, thanks so much for
Yeah,
joining
thank
the
you.
program.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.